reality does not exist. Why the hacker who hacked the Sony PlayStation came to this conclusion, despite long and numerous attempts to understand how this world works, we are still very far from our cherished goal. Neither the works of Einstein, nor the hypothesis of the existence of quantum strings, nor belief in God are the theory of everything that modern scientists are looking for. However, some believe that such research is deliberately doomed to failure, since our world is only a computer simulation. High quality, but not devoid of flaws. The idea of a world inside a supercomputer is not new. A couple of years ago, it was voiced by George Hotz as part of his speech at the SXSW conference. The hacker, known on the web under the pseudonym Jihad, became famous for being the first to jailbreak the iPhone, hacked the Sony PlayStation 3 and wrote a self-learning program for a car with an autopilot. Escape from the Simulation is the title of the talk, as well as the article by George Hotz published after it. In it, the hacker outlined his view of the structure of the universe, which, in his opinion, is a program created by a higher mind, either as a scientific experiment or just for entertainment, just like we play computer games today. According to George Hotz, the idea of the world as a simulation took possession of him for a long time. Although earlier he treated it more as a beautiful and original theory, having familiarized himself with the works of Nick Bostrom in more detail, Hotz is now confident in the unreality of our world. During his speech, he even stated his desire to create a new religion that would explain the true state of affairs to people and allow them to escape from the simulation. Simulation Proof of Simulation is the title of the work of philosophy professor Nick Bostrom, in which he outlined his theory of simulation based on the anthropic principle. The meaning of the latter is reduced to the thought, we see the universe in this way and not otherwise, because only in such a universe could a human observer arise. Speaking about our world as a simulation, both Bostrom and Hotz, and supporter of the hypothesis Elon Musk, point to a number of facts, in their opinion, confirming the non-randomness of the origin of our universe. Three-dimensionality of space. Calculations show that stable orbits of electrons or planets can exist only in three-dimensional space. In four-dimensional, the Earth, if it had arisen at all, would quickly collapse into the Sun, and in two-dimensional, normal wave propagation is impossible, because of which humanity simply would not have the ability to exchange information. The values of the constants. Georgy Agamov in his book M.R. Tompkins in Wonderland analyzes how our world could change if the basic physical constants differed in their values by hundredths of a percent. And he comes to the conclusion that then the formation of substances heavier than hydrogen, star formation, the emergence of life would become impossible. Characteristics of elementary particles. Calculations show that a change in the mass of a neutron, proton or electron, or the charge of the latter two, by only 1/billionth part, would lead to the impossibility of the existence of atoms. In all, it turns out that our world is as if someone subtly tuned in such a way that stars, planets, life could appear in it. Who is this someone? God or software scientist? One can only guess.